Okay, me, Brody, Brandon, our 2 camera guys, we were supposed to go to India. What ended up happening, he actually did not redeem, dude. He literally, they asked him not to redeem and he did anyway. You going to India, the country? I am going to India, the country, yeah. I'm not that long. I'm not going to, the flight to India is not tomorrow or whatever. The flight to India is in a couple of days. I'm flying to Maryland first because I'm going there with Brandon and Brody. So we're like converging there at Brandon's house and then we're going to go. That's the deal. Why India specifically? I mean, I've heard for a long time that India, I definitely have like a negative perspective of it. So it's kind of interesting to go there in general to see what it's really like. And I'm doing a decent tour of the country. I'm not seeing every part, but we're going to like, you know, Delhi, you know, where the Taj Mahal is. We're not going to Mumbai. We're going there. We're going to Varanasi. We're going to Coimbatore. So like 3 different parts of the country, like, you know, central India, kind of northern India near Pakistan, and southern India. So we're going to all of them. So there's that. But the main, like the impetus for us going, unironically, because we were planning to go to Japan at first because we thought Japan would be cool because Japan, I mean, Japan's a really cool country, right? Let me put these off here for a sec. We were initially planning to go to Japan because it was going to be fun. And then unironically, Brandon called me when I was at dinner one time. I think I was at dinner with a Cheeto. We were eating at, I think Texas Roadhouse we were eating when he was at when we were filming the, you guys remember the collab videos I did with him? He had stayed in my apartment for that week, so we were hanging out. We were at Texas Roadhouse eating with my camera guy. And Brandon called me or texted me and he was like, there's a poop festival in India. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, there's a festival where they roll around and they eat it. And I was like, no way. And then he told me the name and I looked it up and it was real. Now, I don't think they actually eat it at the festival. There's other places in India where they eat it, but it's a festival where they roll around in cow. Unironically, this is what they do. I'm not going to play it, but unironically, that is what they do. And we just found it so funny and fascinating that like never in the most racist man's dreams would he have ever thought that, you know, the so-called street literally have a festival where they roll around in it, right? We thought it was insane. So I think the next week we booked a trip. So we're going to go there. We're also going to other places in India because like it's a 17-hour flight. While we're traveling that much, we may as well see the whole place, right? We may as well get a feel for the area, but yeah. So are you really surprised? Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I am surprised. I wouldn't have imagined that they do that. But I'm going to, let me think. I'm going to Maryland tomorrow. My flight to India is on the 29th. And then I think I'll be back from everything, like back in the States at home on the 10th, I think, of next month. So that's why I'm going to be gone for a bit. We do have some videos that are going to go up while I'm gone on the main channel. I've been like, this week has been crazy. Okay. I'm not trying to suck my own dick here, but I've been working like 14-hour days this week to really get it done and get videos done. Because I'm going to be gone, so I've been like putting in overtime. And I put in enough that there will still be videos while I'm gone. And obviously the live channel is going to have a ton of because, you know, the content farm is real. But I'm going to be gone till then. So there will still be content, but I'm not going to be streaming it, I don't think. But it's going to be a crazy trip. So many people told me not to go. My family told me not to go. My friends told me not to go. Winnigoon's girl, Kayla, she was like super upset at the idea of me going. She really didn't want it. Like she was like super, like she was so upset about me going and worried that she's like, was like unwilling to talk to me for a little bit when we were hanging out. So they all think it's a horrible idea, and I agree, which is why I have to go. And look, it's not going to be a fun time. It's not going to be a fun time. Okay, chat. It's not going to be a good time. It's going to be a rough trip, miserable trip. Imagine poop gets flung on you. Safe travels. It probably will. It's not going to be a fun trip. But what I can promise you guys, okay, is that no matter what, I will do everything in my power to come home and to get back on this stream. Okay. I can promise you that without a doubt. I will get back here and I will get on stream. I'm not a white woman, so I think my risk of being or kidnapped is low. I think the worst thing that could happen is I could get sick, but I did get I got like 7 vaccines before I went, so I'm super autismed out. I'm super vaxxed. I got vaccines for all of it, okay? For all of it. I have malaria pills, so I don't think that'll happen. It's not going to be a fun trip, you know? I can't sugarcoat. It's not going to be a fun trip. The only fun part of it will be that I'm going to be with my friends and we're going to be in it together. But it's not going to be a fun trip. There's no denial around it. It's going to be but me, Brandon, and Brody are going, and it's going to be a time. It's gonna be a time, you know, and it'll make it. We're filming the whole thing too, so it'll be a video on the Tom IRL channel. I don't know how we're gonna do it based on the videos we film. It might be 4 separate videos. It might be one big video. I kind of like the idea of doing one big like 2-hour long like quote, like almost like feature length movie on the trip. But it'll be fun. Stay overseas, Tom. You are the best investigator of what's happening online. Stays overseas, Tom. What does this even mean? You want me to stay overseas? Is that what you're saying? 2-hour vid, Jesus Christ. Well, the reason I would think it might be 2 hours is because we're going to be filming presumably all day, every day for like 9 days. So out of that, if you think about that, like if we're getting like an average of like, I don't know, at least, let's say on the low end, 6 hours of footage a day. You multiply that by 9. It's 54 hours of footage. So if you really think about it, cutting that down to 2 hours is not even that crazy. I think it'll probably be more like we're trying to get, because we're going to try to film like everything. It might be more like we're getting like 10 hours of footage a day. So it'll be 90 hours of footage. So getting that cut in 2 hours could be doable. But yeah, we'll see. You know, maybe it'll be multiple videos. Maybe it'll be one. I don't really know yet. I haven't really decided. But yeah, it's going to suck, man. It's going to blow. But, you know, life's been too fun and easy lately, frankly, you know. I've been just sitting in this room. The hardest thing I do is talking to a microphone. So I'm going to put myself through some, so to speak.
A few moments later.
Yeah, back home a little early from the India trip. Nothing like super serious happened. It was just a long consistent list of like fuck ups on the part of Indian bureaucracy and American Airlines. Not the American Airlines, but like American airline companies, but they were probably included in there. It was just like a long series of things. And I'm not going to tell the whole story right now because there's other stuff I want to get into. But essentially, the way the trip was supposed to go was every single one of us, okay, me, Brody, Brandon, our 2 camera guys, we were supposed to go to India, okay, and get there on... we were supposed to fly out to India on the 29th, and we would have been there the night of the 30th, I think, kind of. But there's like a time difference or whatever. Night of the 30th in India, like India time. What ended up happening is none of us got there except Brody, who went there without a valid visa and got sent home. So, yeah, Indian government fucking got his ass. But yeah, no, it didn't work, dude. We're not going to India. We're not going. Shave, thank you for the 5. But yeah, so India's over. The India trip, I don't know. Maybe we'll try it again. Did he actually not redeem? He actually did not redeem, dude. He literally, they asked him not to redeem and he did anyway. He did. But, you know, that's okay. Because to be honest, I mean, I was a little pissed off about it. Because I spent money on that trip. But then I was like, wait, I can just come back and talk to chat? Whoa. Me? Talk to chat? That's crazy. No, that's crazy.